Right, so hello everyone, I'm back again with another toxic community, and today we'll be looking at Eddie's adventures. Now, I could start going through his content right away from 2 years back, but we're going to start with 1 year when he started doing his transport, which his channel has sort of mainly now become known for. And in the bottom left or right corner, or top right, there's going to be a counter for every time he uploads an SCR or GCR video, either with train horns, doors, or anything else that he can exploit them for. So as you look through his channel, you've got, standard stuff, Roblox GCR train and hone horns 2, normal, pretty much standard train spotter videos, and then, we've got an absolute streak here with Roblox GCR train crash, how to get to the secret station, the tornado, trains at Gothland. Now, and then we've got a bit of a gap in the system. We've got, transport, usual sort of train spotter type stuff. Like I said at the start of the video, counter for every time he uses SCR or GCR train horns, he slaps another SCR train horns in there. We've got another SCR time lapse, an SCR Leighton Stepford Road time lapse, Secrets of the Connect Line video, which coincidentally is probably not, it might just be a title coincidence based on the series is done by Jeff Marshall about the London Underground. And then we keep going to more secrets with the water line. We've got a nice big gap in SCR for about a row and a bit. Then we get to first on YouTube Roblox SCR class 158 testing. You can't even go a whole line without introducing another secrets of the Airlink line or some other SCR or GCR moments video. Straight after the Airlink, we've got Airlink, another GCR moments video, other transport things, more GCR, another 2 more videos of GCR, more standard things. Oh, guess what? 2 more GCR videos, more trains. Oh, another SCR video, and it just keeps going on and on. We've got even more SCR. We're not even 2 months into looking at this year, at the previous year from when this was being recorded, and there's just GCR after SCR after GCR. So there's another 2 there I can see from his channel. We've got a nice big long break this time before 2 more, another 2 SCR and GCR. Now you're probably thinking, you're just sat here counting his GCR and SCR videos. It's pretty obvious he's exploiting them for views, because some of his most viewed videos around this time do contain Stepford County Railway or GCR. And I know I'm going to not really count them anymore, but about now there should be a total picture of when I started scrolling down from back to the top of the videos list of what's there. Now, like I did say a few seconds ago, he does exploit SCR and GCR and basically Roblox train spotting or just train driving games in general, because the amount of videos he's got with train doors for SCR, no paper trains in the description, that are one of his most viewed videos, clearly shows that he's exploiting it for views. One video, which I just said the title of then, has around 3 or 4 times his subscribers. Yeah, I can't really say much. For people that have been around for a long time will know that reference, but he does exploit them, and that's the blunt line of it. So one of my videos I made the other week, I talked about sort of Train Level 106, or Alex as some people like to call him, about trespassing. Now, I'm not going to go into too much into this because I pretty much based a whole video on that, so I'll leave a link to that on the end screen. But yes, he was involved with that, and for not even half of the time that I watched that, just for when I was deciding what to base this video on, he just started having a go at most of the people he was train spotting with. But we're just going to leave that on that. Now, trespassing is sort of a big thing. I know a lot of people argued on the comment section of that video that it wasn't really trespassing, but the next sort of topic I'm going to speak about is just blatant trespassing. So about 3 weeks ago of recording, he posted 2 videos totaling about 28 minutes in length. Now, track cameras. Now, this is completely just trespassing. Only does he run the risk of himself or a guardian that put the camera on the track, he also runs the risk of derailing trains. There's upwards of 200 people on some of these LNER HST services, and he's just putting a camera on the track. Now, yes, there are people that do similar things to this, but this isn't really what people should be doing with cameras. And yes, I'm probably going to have to cover the whole debate on cameras and iPads that people are sort of throwing around the train spotting community, but you can't really leave that out. Now, back to the whole track camera perspective, you shouldn't really have to do this just so people will click on and think your channel, because that is just dangerous. Now, if people consider your channel as an influence, they'll be thinking, oh yeah, let's go grab my new iPad or my new camera and run over to the train tracks near me, put it down. One, a train could come round and hit you in a worst case scenario, which no one wants. A second case scenario is you could be electrocuted, because most of the rail lines in the UK are now starting to get electrified. Network Rail are going around electrifying every single train line that they can get away with. I know back parts of Scotland that no one really uses have been electrified. And what if he, touched a third rail? Not even though not many places have those, or touched, I don't know, a live wire. He can be seriously injured, and he's just casually putting the track cameras on. Now, like I did just say briefly a moment ago, that could derail a train. It's probably highly unlikely, but if something, I don't know, went into a wheel axle or a tilting mechanism that's going around a corner upwards of 125 miles an hour or 125, that goes straight off the track, you're killing at least 100 people just because you wanted 28 minutes of track camera footage. It's not right. Now, that's pretty much that topic done, and that's the dark side of the video. Now, one of his recent videos was, I did watch the live release of this, and he basically got hyped for it for about 3 hours. When it premiered, there were about 30 other people watching, and it was a 2-minute video with an extra 2-minute delay after the initial sort of release should have been, and he continued to promote his rail tour company. Now, one thing I am going to say is, he then tries to say that it's the unique one. Now, you could go onto Roblox, Google rail tours, and probably find another company. And then, what's even more sort of annoying for some people, he's kind of trying to exploit other people's games for Robux. Now, people are speaking with SCR in terms of that, because, and other games, but he's promoting free, yes, but if you want to ride a train that you can do no extra cost, he's saying you need to pay this, this and this, and then you can do it. And he's trying to rip off games. Yes, they do get popularity, and yes, he's trying to charge you for a game that he's not created. He's using other games, so technically exploiting them for Robux. Now, I'm going to leave it on this. Don't go over to his channel, raid his dislikes or his comments just because you feel like it, but just realise that not everything people do are good. Like track camera, no. Exploiting other games for Robux, no. But I'm not really going to go into all that. But there's one last thing that people have been saying that really annoy them, and that's his intro. Yes, I know mine's got a bright lime green screen at the back of it, but then again, my intro doesn't have a floating train on it. I'm just going to leave that with that for the floating train, and the fact that it's quite clearly a Hornby HST coloured in with other sounds over the top. But hey, we're not going to nitpick with that now. So anyway, that's the end of this video. Thank you all for watching, and remember what I said last video? New things coming July. There's already the new outro that's probably going to get changed as well, linked on the end. Remember to check out the videos linked on the end screen and the social media platforms. So I've been Mahogany, and thank you for watching.